everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sania, and in today's video I'm going to discuss how you can apply for an internship in the UN. So let's get started. So a little bit of a background about myself, about my education. I did my undergrad from the University of Lahore. I studied business administration and I did my majors in HR. It was a 4-year degree program. And currently I am interning in the HR department, but specifically in the HRIS, which is known as Human Resource Information System. And what we do is we work on Power BI. We create different types of charts, graphs, and reports for the team. And other than that, I do some video editing. And I work with a small team. We are 3 people, including myself. And my internship is for a year. It ends in December 2022. So what you have to do is you have to go to the IAEA website, which is iaea.org. Now here you have to click on employment. And here you can see that you can either go to the current vacancies, which will list all the jobs, including the internships and the other jobs. But because I'm talking about internships, so we will click on apply for internships. So this is the page where all the internships are posted. And at the moment, you can see that there is one internship posted, a response system internship. Its location is Austria, Vienna. This is where I work, and its closing date is 5th of June 2022. So if you want to apply to this internship, you have to make sure that you apply before the deadline. I would suggest to come to this page every day to see if there is a new job posting. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open this internship just to show you how it looks like. Okay, so you can see that this job was posted on the 20th of May and it closes 5th of June. And the duration of this internship is 12 months. And then you go further down. So firstly, this heading internships, it tells us why they are providing interns with this opportunity and how many interns they accept each year. It accepts a limited number of interns each year. And then the duration is not less than 3 months and not more than 1 year. Just like my internship, it's for a year. Okay, so if you go down, okay, this heading, organizational setting, it tells us about the department of this internship. So this internship is in the Department of Nuclear Safety and Security. So under this heading, they're just telling us what this department is about. Then we go further down and we can see the main purpose of this internship. And this is important. You have to see what are they expecting from you, what functions, what key results are expected. So these points, you have to make sure that you read them. And then we go further down and we can see qualifications and experience. So for this internship, you have to have a degree in IT, nuclear physics, or related fields. You have to have knowledge of programming on an IT platform, experience in these applications, and of course, good command of communication, problem solving, and teamwork. Okay, so the next heading is applicant eligibility. So you must be minimum of 20 years of age, and yeah, this is important. You have to have completed at least 3 years of full-time studies at a university. So if you are in your bachelor's degree, you have to have completed 3 years of it. If you are in your 2nd year of bachelor's degree, you can't apply. If you are in your 3rd year, if you are in your 4th year, or even if you have graduated, recently graduated, you can still apply. Candidates may apply up to 1 year after the completion of a bachelor's, master's, or doctorate degree. So if you have graduated and it's not been a year since you graduated, you can apply to these internships. You must not have previously participated in any of the internship program. And of course, good written and spoken English is essential. And if you know any of these other languages, which is the IAEA official languages, then it is an asset. And you also have to attach 2 signed letters of recommendation. So this is how an internship posting looks like. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to one of the internships that I applied to and show you how an application form looks like. Okay, so here you can see that I applied to 3 internships, but I didn't get selected in any of these. So I'll tell you my story later in this video, how I got the internship, but yeah, I didn't get selected in any of these. So I'm going to let's open this one, internship in budget and finance. So let me show you this one. Okay, so these are all the sections that you have to fill. You have to make sure that you fill in all of these properly. So the first step is to fill in your basic information. Easiest step, you know everything about you, just fill it out. The next section you have to fill in is your education. So here you have to fill in the education starting from the latest education level of yours. So the next step is to add in your work experience. Make sure to add all the jobs that you have done in the past. This is a chance for you to tell the recruiter what kind of jobs you have done and how much experience you have. So in this section, you have to give 3 references. It can either be your professor or it can be your supervisor. I put the names of 3 teachers of my university. So you have to put in the names of those people as well as their email. So you have to make sure that the email address that you are putting in is a professional email. Just like you can see in my references, this email is a professional one. It's the email of a university that I studied in. So you have to make sure that you do that. After that, you have to answer some general questions like, is any of your relatives working in IAEA? Or have you ever been involved in some kind of criminal activity? You just have to answer those questions by saying yes or no. After that, you have to tell your native language and if you have any kind of fluency in the other languages. And then you have to tell if you have any kind of lecture experience, which I said none, any publications you have written, or any kind of membership in professional societies, none. And here you have to tell the dates of your availability. So I told them that I'm available from the 1st of November 2021 to 1st of August 2022. So make sure that you put the right date. Okay, so here you have to tell them that you are not going to receive any kind of financial support, because if you say that you will receive financial support, then they're not going to pay you. But if you say no, then they're going to give you a stipend every month. So I said no, I will not receive financial support. If you were to become an intern, will you pay rent on your own? I said yes, I will pay rent on my own. Have you worked as an IAEA intern before? No. And then please confirm that it's your responsibility to obtain an appropriate visa. I said yes, I know. And after that, you have to attach 2 signed letters of recommendation. So the documents that are required to submit an application includes your resume. Make sure you have an up-to-date resume with all your relevant skills and qualifications and your highest level of education. The second required document is your motivation letter, which is also known as a cover letter. Now, this letter is a chance for you to describe who you really are, how you are different from the other applicants, how you can contribute your skills to the internship, and mention all of your relevant past experiences, including your volunteer experiences and your work experience. And I would suggest you to not exceed a motivation letter more than 2 pages. If you guys want, I can create a separate video where I can share my resume and my motivation letter with all of you. The third required document is your recommendation letter. You need to attach 2 signed letters of recommendation, and it can either be your professor or your supervisor. The UN gives a stipend of €1,000 every month, but there are different organizations within the UN, and the organization that I work with, it pays interns, but most of the organizations, they don't pay interns. So what happened was, in the end of November 2021, I got this email from this recruiter, and she said that we have an internship position available and we saw your application in the system. So we would like to ask you if you are interested in this position, and if you are, let us know. We will conduct an interview of you. And I was so shocked because I didn't even apply for this internship and I got this email. Because if you once send your application to any of the internships, your application remains in the system, so like they can offer you other internships too. So that is what happened with me. And so the interview was the next day, so I didn't even have time to prepare. But then I had my interview, and in a couple of days I got the email that I got selected. So this is the story of how I got the internship. This was it for today's video. I hope you liked it, and let me know in the comments if you guys have any kind of questions, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.